Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well at home. I just wanted to talk to you guys a bit about what your assignment for today is and give you a couple updates. I want to encourage you that if you have missing work, please make that up. I'm still accepting that. Grades are standing. If you had a reading check you had to make up, I think at this point I'm just going to exempt it 'cause it's too hard to try to do that from home. But anything else, you want to make sure that you are making that up. As far as the unit test that I announced, you're not going to have it in the form that you guys would have originally. In fact, you won't even need a study sheet for this. It'll technically be open notebook. That you can expect sometime next week. Don't worry about it too much for now. It'll be a short answer document-based activity instead of an actual unit test. So don't panic on that. I'll give you more details at the beginning of next week for that. What we're going to be working on today is continuing with the project that we started before all of this happened. It's going to look a little different. We're not going to have an official conference, but the hope is that you can still at least create your speeches. And then we're going to post them, and on Wednesday we will have some sort of activity where you will be commenting on other people's posts. And I'll kind of outline. So for today, what you should be working on is your speeches, okay? This should be based on your roles that you divvied out to everybody. I do have that list. If anybody has questions, certainly put a post on this video and I'll get back to you and let you know what you're responsible for. You should write a paragraph or two specifically for your topic. So if you are the historian, you're giving a brief overview of the history of your country in the Korean conflict, okay? If you are dealing with the nuclear question, you are saying what your country thinks should be done about North Korea's nuclear weapons. You should also include whether or not you think there should be a compromise of some sort, what you might be willing to give up, okay? If you are doing the reunification, what does your country think? Should North Korea and South Korea be reunified? Okay. Again, make sure that you have compromises put in place. And then finally, if you're doing, should the United States be on the Korean Peninsula or what their position should be there, you're going to be briefly explaining what your country thinks should happen. Certainly, if you have questions, I am going to be around today, really checking in. That way you can ask if you're confused about what your country would really want. Definitely message me, email me, and I'll help you out there. Make sure that you are doing citations as well. So if you, it just has to be works cited, no in-text citations, but you want to make sure that you are keeping track of what sources you used. Even if it's the websites that I gave you, make sure you put those in MLA format. Now, how you're going to submit this. You will see appear today the assignment itself on Teams, okay? You have two options. So the first option would be that you talk with your group members and you add it all to one document, and then you only need one person to submit it and one person to create a works cited of everybody's, or everybody contributes to the works cited. The other option is that everybody just turns in their own section, and then just as a reminder, you'd be responsible for creating your own works cited. Either is possible. I also encourage you, if you want to create web chats or talk with your group members throughout this process, I encourage you to do it. You all have different topics. That's not necessarily necessary, if is a funny way to put it. But you certainly have that option, okay? I don't want you to feel alone. You might be able to answer questions for each other as well. Otherwise, you're going to be working on your own. This should take the 45 minutes or so. You can use any resource. Try to stay away from Wikipedia just because of the validity of it. But other than that, you can use your textbook. You can use, hopefully your research page itself will be very helpful. But that's what you're going to be working to create your speech. This speech will be due Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. And the reason I'm asking that is I am going to be posting these for the activity that we're going to do on Wednesday. So if you have questions, please reach out to me, okay? I understand this is a new experience for all of us, and I understand that. We're going to be working and doing the best that we can. So if you have any questions, message, find some way to get them asked. Posting them beneath this on Teams is also really helpful because if you have the question, chances are somebody else will as well. So that way everybody can see the answer. All right, good luck. See you on Wednesday. Bye.